Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Wow. Lovely.
Come on in. How you doing?
Hello,
Take
how are you?
a seat right there.
Nice to meet you.
Anthony, it's Bobby.
It's Bobby.
Hey,
Opie.
We're on the air.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on the air. We just did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey has
Anywhere you wanna
entered the
sit.
studio. My God.
That's fine.
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Wait, which mic is that? Why
We
can't
just
you
had
use that one?
because George is coming in too, so we wanted to have.
Which one is that, Sam?
Six.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What's up, guys?
How you
That's
doing?
George right there.
Good.
How's
There's a
George?
whole lot
Yeah.
of testosterone in this room.
Yeah,
not really.
right. No.
Half the room.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, it's definitely an illusion.
Total illusion. We're a bunch of pussies in this fucking
So have you
room.
been doing a lot of press today?
Most of this week. So I'm the guest fighter. So for
Jimmy.
159.
Wait, Rhonda. He put his chair up extra
put his
high
chair
for
up
you.
real
No,
high.
I'm trying to bring it down because it's uncomfortable.
I think he's trying to impress you a little bit. He lost 30 pounds and he's feeling good about himself.
Oh,
And
thanks, Ron.
now you have to look up at him.
Yeah, a couple athletes
You're
just
a-
connecting.
That's okay. I don't like being seen from a low angle. It gives you extra chin. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looking good up there, buddy.
Thank you. The farther away I am, the better I look.
You got a great smile.
Thank you.
My God.
Not you.
What the fuck? Can't feel good about me for a minute? So are you, do you get like, because you're so used to being around like just all male environments, does that ever get like kind of just shitty and irritating?
No, I'm actually much more comfortable in a setting like this. If I walked into a room full of chicks, I probably would have felt like, oh my God.
Really?
But yeah, you guys are easy. It's like a man's psyche it seems less complicated than women to me.
That's true. We're a bunch of dolts.
We're easier to dominate too, I'm sure, like mentally than women are, because with the stuff that men do to men and women, you know what I mean? It's just a different dynamic.
Maybe. I mean, like with women, I dominate women for a living, you know. So it's just kind of like if you mess with a girl, like they're gonna take it personally forever. But if I'm like busting your balls, you'll laugh about it and be over it in 10 minutes.
Right.
And I'm a compulsive ball buster, so girls really don't like me too much.
Yeah, I would gather. How did you get into it? Were you growing up? Did you have to fend for yourself in the woods? Were you raised by wolves? What happened?
No. My mom was the first American to ever win the world championships in judo, and so I started when I was 10, and by 6 years later, I was on my first Olympic team. I just had a knack for it.
Wow!
I saw your countdown. It was probably one of the best countdowns they've ever done on UFC because it was the most real when you talked about your dad and you actually said, you're like, I'm sick of doing this. I feel like I'm fucking, you guys get me to talk about my dad to get me to cry. I feel like I'm disrespecting him. It was like the most honest thing anybody's ever said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they would just do it on purpose to the point of like, hey, you want to see Ronda cry? Why don't you go ask her a bunch of questions about her dad? Why don't you just ask her to recite the whole thing over again? I'm just like, look. It's funny, the Primetime was the first one that aired, but it was the last interview that I did about it. So I had HBO Real Sports, then the Countdown, and then Primetime. And Primetime was the last one they asked me that question, and I was just like, you know what? This is the last time I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right, and no one's asking me this again. I'm not answering it again.
Should kick their fucking ass.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Like with that, I guess it was obviously a tragedy in the family, or you just
read it.
All right, yeah, but
I'm not talking about it again.
No.
Google it. I'm not doing it again.
No, but I mean, is it something recent or something long-standing that people know?
It's something long-standing that people know, and it's just that like, oh, it's such a good story. Why don't you tell it again? I'm like, no.
Have you and your mom ever, you guys fight, because you practice together?
Yeah.
She taught you what she knows. But you guys ever, when you ever fought, did you ever get pissed off? Like, you ever try to really put an ass whooping on your mom?
No, but she did stop like sparring with me at a certain point, and I never really realized why. And then years later, she told me that like I threw her and broke her hand.
It's funny. I had the same argument with my mother.
She's such a tough lady. She never even said anything. I didn't even realize that she was like whatever. Like my mom is like 5'2" and like 120 pounds soaking wet, maybe 115. And then she's just like, yeah, whatever. You broke my hand once. It was just like it was time to stop. You're getting big. I was like, oh, really? I never knew.
It sucked. The day as a parent where you're like, all right, I remember my little brother last year, we were messing around and he grabbed me from behind and he broke one of my ribs. He just cracked a rib and I had to go, and he's like, what's wrong? He's got that deep, what's wrong? That Boston, what's wrong, kid? Would you pop a rib, pussy? And I was like, no, I'm good, you cocksucker. It's like a shit day in life.
Your little brother's beating you up. Yeah.
Obviously, we've seen women fighters over the years. And usually not the most attractive bunch of ladies. I'll just say it, based on what people find attractive. You, on the other hand, different story. You ever afraid of taking like quite a shot to the face and ruining those good looks? There is some equity in being an attractive fighter.
Thank you. Well, I always say you have to watch out for the pretty ones because they get hit the least. But with my nose, it's been broken so many times. I broke it from judo so many times. Look,
really?
It just squishes
Doesn't look
down.
like a broken nose, though.
I got like a durable little nose. You can punch it as much as you want. And my ears are already shot. I've had cauliflower ears since I was 16.
Can I see your ears? Because I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
Oh, yeah,
but that doesn't look nearly as bad as like...
It's like the girl version of cauliflower ears. That's great.
That does not look like anything.
It's like
doesn't look bad at all.
Watchers TV dinner.
Yeah,
You don't have for ladies.
You don't have BJ Penn ears.
They were, dude. When
You can't wear headphones?
I can't wear like the little ones you stick in your ear. I can't. But when at first they turned like totally inside out and was black and blue.
Shit.
And I went to high school, and so everyone was like, she has the plague. Like no one knew what judo was. It wasn't cool back then. I did it before it was cool.
Did you ever use your abilities in a fight, in a real like street fight type problem?
Yeah, I've had to defend myself in Daniel San-esque situations.
Yeah?
I was like, I do not want to do this.
Yeah, don't make me.
Force this situation upon me. I disclaimer it beforehand. I was like, I will have to do something. And then,
You just romp. Yeah.
What's worse than being in a bar and you see a girl and you grab her ass and as she turns you see the cauliflower ear? You're like, no. I fucked up. That was no good.
That would be a bad sign right there.
Do men react to you differently like when they're hitting on you or whatever? Because is there like a weird psychology because you're a fighter and there really is that? There's always a weird thing where men know that physically we're dominant over women, but with you that's just not the case unless it's another fighter.
I'm kind of like caught in this weird space where it's like either guys won't hit on me at all or like the second I meet them they're like, marry me. Like, one or the other. I was like, I just want somewhere in the middle, like just ask me for coffee.
Right.
I like coffee.
I love coffee.
Jimmy.
You guys,
if anyone ever wants to know how to ask me out, go offer me a latte. That's it.
Wow, there you go. That's a lot easier.
And you kind of accepted too, so I guess we're having coffee. Do you Sanka for me, though. Oh, I just blew it.
What a great couple they would be.
Me carrying her bags behind her. All right, which way, honey? Oh, fuck that.
A lot of questions, guys.
Carrying your bags, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, really?
My arm hurts.
So embarrassing.
I got you, hon. No worries.
A lot of questions I think guys have about girls that fight. Your breasts. What do you like?
Almost happened last fight. Your last fight.
What happened,
Not
Bobby?
my fault.
It was happening over and over. Like when she had you in that choke.
I don't mean it
was
falling
seconds
out.
away.
I
I'm
know.
like,
I was thinking about it.
We're watching TV. It's like, it's coming. It's coming. It's almost there. It's there. Oh my God, no! I was like, me and my wife were like, what? Her boob is gonna pop out right now.
I told them to give me the exact same outfit as the fight before, but unfortunately they gave me the same like sports bra for the weigh-ins and the fight, and so I thought, hey, I'll double up. I'll wear another bra under it. It'll totally work. And I'm happy I added to the suspense of the fight. But it's really distracting. Like I don't doubt it. Thinking titties. No.
Yeah, because now you got to think of like it's gonna be all over the internet or something.
You get an extra point if you pull a boob out.
What about getting hit there? Is it more painful? I would wonder than.
I mean, I haven't really gotten like straight
a good shot.
Blocked, like, right in the boob, but I mean, like. I'm sure getting hit in the balls is a lot worse.
Well, yeah, I would assume too.
How often do you see a guy go to the other one and go, like right in the chest? It doesn't really happen that often.
It doesn't really happen.
It's really humiliating that she picked me for the breast example.
She looked at me and then reached for you. She did John Jones reach.
I got my Space Jam. I'd get him over there.
Yeah, that almost happened. It's really weird when you watch. Like at first, you hear like, there's women fighting in the UFC, and then from Strike, and then all of a sudden it just became this thing where it's like, all right, it's like any other fight. Yeah. Like I found myself getting really invested in it and wanting to see you win, and that happened really fast. Like women in the NBA typically, no one cares about that sport as much. And now it's just you're just seen as a fighter as opposed to.
You were at Strikeforce. You were the champion over there, and you just dominated everybody. You and Miesha was because she's she's great too, and she's very pretty, And when you guys fought, that was just so big. And that's when Dana White actually took notice, because he said he'd never have female fighters ever.
Right.
And never.
He once said that.
Yeah. And then never. He goes, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
And then a year later, after she was in Strikeforce, her and Miesha had this fight, and it was a great fight, great build up to a fight too, which matters. You know, when you before the fight, I think is more important than the fight. When the fight happens, of course, that's the important part. But the build-up is like, are you interested in these two people fighting?
Sell it, right?
And you guys,
especially with girls, too.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, like these housewife shows, these multi-million-dollar businesses. I mean, what if after all these arguments and stuff, people are so into chicks' arguments? What if they got to like throw down at the very end?
Watch them fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you see two guys fighting, you don't know who they are, or or whatever, and you watch one guy hits the other guy, like, oh, he should have maybe ducked from that. But if one girl hits another girl, and there's an argument involved, I don't care if she just tapped her on the face. You're gonna be like, oh, she flicked her in the nose, like, oh, she flicked her in the nose, and she doesn't like her, and like it's just emotionally invested in girl fights.
Yeah.
True.
Especially when they're hot too. I mean, Ronda and Miesha are two of the hottest girls in the sport.
Do you get any shit talk from some of the girls that aren't quite as attractive? Do you get, pretty girl, I'm gonna fucking bust your face up?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 fights ago. I was fighting this girl Kaufman, and she's like, I'm gonna hit her in her pretty face and make her not so pretty anymore. And then I walked out, I was like, she's not gonna hit me once. Like, just for some reason, because she said that, she's like, she's not gonna touch me once. And so that was fun.
How'd that work out?
She didn't touch me once.
Nice. Yeah.
What are you, 7-0, right?
Yeah.
And all arm bars in the first round. It's amazing.
It's unstoppable. Wow. That's the worst part, is that everybody knows what she's going to do, and they still can't stop it. That just sucks for an opponent. Like, she's not going to do it. Imagine just tapping out.
Are there any guys that you would think you'd have a good shot against?
Yeah, she's 5 of them in this room.
You asshole. I think anybody, I feel like I have a chance with.
Yeah. Any of the guys, you'd take that chance, maybe?
Well, would I?
I'm not saying, believe me.
Sport, it probably wouldn't be a good thing.
No.
Because even though I have, a very healthy amount of self-confidence, any match would go any way with any person.
Sure, yeah.
And so if someone turns on their TV and sees a guy beating a girl up, I'm like, good luck making that the most popular sport in the world.
Exactly. We could watch for a couple minutes.
Especially if she has an apron on. All right. Little fucking domestic violence joke.
Why
a joke.
Why the armbar? I mean, not that you choose that, but why did that become your main weapon?
Well, mostly in judo, the refereeing is terrible, and Americans are not very popular. And so when my mom was fighting back in the day, she is like, a tiny little Latina woman who's walking into a male Japanese sport. No one wanted her to win. So the most definite way to win was an armbar. Because if you throw somebody, they might not count it. If you pin somebody, they might not count it. If you're choking somebody, they might stand you out. The person will be fine. But she would always say, if you get the person the armbar and you finish it, they can stand the person back up, and they only got one arm, and they're much more easier to beat after that. And she just always said it's the most definite way to win. And so I always felt like I was fighting against the referees. Like, I had to try and win so fast and so efficiently that they couldn't stop me. And so that's why we kind of gravitated more towards the armbar. It was less smart. You can't argue with it.
Right, real smart.
I've had them, like I said, I have fighters do moves on me, but really like low fucking level just to feel it. And an armbar, the first one that did it was BJ Penn. I couldn't believe how much it hurt. Like, I knew it hurt from watching it, but you don't realize that you're being stretched like 2 ways. Like, you're being pulled out that way, and your chest is being pulled.
Where does it hurt the most?
I would say in the, I don't know. It was like this. It's hard to. When you get kicked in the balls, is the left or right one more unpleasant? It's just, it's this dull throb through your whole.
Your chest is ripping open on one side.
Yeah, and you just know that
doesn't sound fun.
You feel helpless when it's happening.
Yeah,
it's fucking. And
what would be the injury if it keeps going?
Wait, we can swear in here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do this, Ronda.
Waiting to fucking swear. All these AM shows are like, don't say titties. I felt bad for saying titties. I was like, I got yelled at for saying titties.
No, man, let it fly.
Oh, man, I didn't even know.
Oh, good. You got a good potty mouth, do you?
Well, yeah, but it's not doing me any good. I'm almost fucking done.
What would the injury be if the arm bar keeps going?
It's a hyperextension of the elbow joint.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Didn't Jones in his fight with Vitor Belfort, it looked like Vitor was hanging, and Jones's arm bent almost like a knee in. And I was like, he's a tough fuck.
You can also pop. You can also break the bone right here. That happened with that.
Like shoulder.
That Frank Mir did that too.
No,
a guy.
he did it like in the middle of the bicep. I don't think it was down here. I think.
What was it? What was his name? Tim. Didn't he? Remember he popped the bone out when he popped to win the championship.
Man. Nogueira,
the second time. No, that was I'm talking way
back.
Way back.
Sylvia.
Tim Sylvia. He actually he had the armbar and he wouldn't tap, and the bone, you saw the bone just pop up.
How the
in
fuck do you not tap at that point?
That really shows a lot about both people, though. You know? It's like John Jones. I had a lot more respect for him after that fight because you could just tell he was like, no, like this not today. No, like I'm willing to give up my arm. No, I'm willing to give up at least 20 inches of that reach. No, and when you see like just that refusal in somebody, you know, it's so impressive. That I love him. He's awesome.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, he really is. So you're promoting, by the way. They're telling us in our earphones. We only have a couple of minutes with Ronda because she's doing a tremendous amount of press. You're promoting UFC 159 this weekend, right?
Yep.
And it is, we had Chael in yesterday, so it's,
he was
Jones.
great.
Yeah, he was great.
Chael's a man.
But it was weird. I saw Jones briefly after he came in later. And he looked very calm and very relaxed and really fucking ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not a ring I'd want to step into. Or anyone, for that matter. I'm saying that like I cut the fucking line of John Jones. I really should shut my fucking fat face. I was
Chael, okay.
Yeah, Chael I'd go with. I was the breast example 3 minutes ago. It's at the Prudential Center tomorrow. Saturday in New Jersey. Tomorrow's the weigh-ins. 7 o'clock West Coast, 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster, or do what I do whenever I'm on the road, because I'll be in Austin. Just fucking order it online if you're not here. Because the streaming for UFC is amazing. Like, even on fairly shit connections, you can still watch the fight and really, really...
and then, of course, pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view or whatever, I'm thinking computer. What a fucking dope I am. If you're in a fucking rest area.
Oh, very cool. Oh, man. You're fucking great.
And she's hosting the new season. You're hosting the new season of
Fighter. Yes. Half guys, half girls, same house.
Yeah?
Yeah, that should be interesting.
It's going down.
Yeah, a lot of fucking.
Jesus. I think my team. They're going to be little angels on Team Rowdy.
Okay.
Now, we always have the fighters do something to me. I've been advised.
She just knocked him out.
I've been advised not to let you do it. People have said, don't let Ronda do it because she'll fuck you up. But you seem really nice, and I trust you. Honestly, because I've had them all do it. And it's not some test of, like, I'm a guy, girl, do it. Believe me, it's not that. I've had...
he can't tap out quickly enough.
I really can't tap out fast enough.
Yeah. Fedor put him in a choke. It was one of the best. Just
he made a sound.
To be choked by Fedor?
I certainly did.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and he enjoyed it too because I was really in pain, and he just kept smiling and redoing it. He's a fucking. He enjoyed it. There's no.
He's my favorite, all-time favorite.
I loved him too, and Jones, John Jones almost made me vomit by putting his shin in my upper thigh. Like, I had never taken that kind of weird shock to the body, and that fucked me up badly. So I won't do any more leg stuff. What would you want to do to me? Like, and I will tap fast.
What do I want to do to you?
Yeah, that's probably, avoid you is probably the answer.
Could you put him in some kind of...
I would love to feel an armbar if you would do it really, like, lightly.
Okay.
No, the left arm, because the right one's already in bad shape.
Oh, okay. Well, the whole idea is you just want the, because it's a straight joint like that. It's not like a ball joint, like your shoulder can go all the way. Yeah. Your elbow only goes one way, right? And so when you get to this point, as long as you keep some sort of support behind the joint, and then you press the hand the other way, you see how it starts to, like, hurt? Right. Now, if we were tied up, if we were, like, in it, what position would I be in where you had that? I'd have one leg across your neck. And I'd have another leg across your stomach. And I would pull your arm up in between my legs. And I would have to arch my back until your elbows stop.
Why did Dana not want this?
No, Dana didn't advise me.
I'm talking about women in the UFC.
Doesn't it sound awesome?
Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
It
totally.
So cool.
I know.
I want you to watch that. They're like, okay.
I know. I'd like that would be the fucking the worst time to ever tap when she's laying with her legs across you. Like, I really don't want to, but I do need.
Just ripped out of its socket. Like, I just love being here.
Good luck trying to lick your elbow the rest of the day.
Fuck. I kind of wanted not a full one, but something. Yeah. Like, I kind of want to. I want to
choke him. You should
choke
him.
Me?
Yeah. Not. It's weird. If this was a guy fighter, it'd be fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Since she's smoking hot, it's like weird. It's like I don't mean.
But for me,
you want to choke me?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I don't find anything erotic about it. Believe me, I've been.
You got to do the armbar. The full arm.
Well, whatever Ronda wants to do.
Yeah, Ronda, would you like to do that?
We'd have to lay him on the floor.
All right.
Okay. Jesus. There he goes.
Oh God.
I will tap quickly.
Hold on a second. I got like a full coat on.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I got it.
On the ground, or do you want me to put you there?
No, I'll lay. I don't. Which way do I go? On my back or my?
They're trying to open the door. Just watch
Oh,
out.
my goodness. There we
So
go.
go on
No
your
one else
back.
comes in. Okay, there we go.
I got heels on, so close your eyes. I don't want to throw a leg over. Okay.
Okay. Now, can you feel me tapping here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
God.
Now I'm laying there. She's got her legs around me.
You have to hold on to your arms. You have to show how you take it off.
I'm holding my arm.
on your
I'm
arm.
holding my one arm, and
So you have to squeeze your
she's
knees
tightening
together.
up.
Like
And
that, right?
yeah.
And I'm gonna come up to the wrist. So
Okay.
That's where you hold on tightest.
Yeah.
And,
And she's got my neck
up
too.
Towards the head.
That was pretty effortless.
Yeah, I just lean, and then you lean back.
And
That's as far as your elbow goes, right? Now it's
yeah. Wow.
I heard something crack.
I'm trying to be really gentle.
It was. She was very gentle, but as soon as you lean back, I could feel that my arm would pop. That was really. It was fun and unpleasant at the same time. Thank you for being gentle.
It was fun, pleasant.
Yeah.
That's exactly how she felt. Fun but unpleasant.
Yeah.
Wow, that was impressive.